Hello, gentle viewers. This is Vindian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 20 with a new series. That's the Colorado Rockies. We have two teams left, the Rockies and the Tampa Bay Rays, to bring to the promised land before OOTP 21 comes out. We might make it, we might not. We've gone by the name Rupert Avery. Anyone who's a fan of a certain fantasy series will recognize that name. Or maybe you don't. Right. We have no team. As usual, we're going to start with the... what's the word I'm looking for? Expansion draft. I will acknowledge I did have to use commissioner mode for some reason. The moment the Rockies existed, the job expired. And I never actually got a chance to apply for it. So I just cheated to give myself the job, but that's fine. It looks like George Brett's going to get 3,000 hits this year. Very nice. Let us, first of all, we need to make some offers. And for a GM, we really want someone that's good at development. That's, in fact, the most important thing. I don't care about most of the rest of this. I just care about... Ooh, although scouting would be quite lovely. They can help out our scouting. Let's actually go for Dusty Vernon. Would you like to be the assistant GM? You would. Excellent. And then we need to hire a AA manager. Let's hire Don Platner. He's had all these years as a hitting coach. Maybe he's ready for a chance to be a manager. Okay. I have to rename the awards again. Like, I get why they can't have the correct names in there because of copyright reasons. But, you know, whatever, dude. We're going to go ahead and sim up to... I guess, you know what? We could go right to free agency. This shit's happening again. I've got to do my entire organization. God damn it, Dan. Just take the job. Look, I will give you 120 grand. You're gonna like it. Wait, do I actually have a... No, I don't have a minor league team. Why are you telling me about people on the Braves? I don't know. It's whatever. Great. Okay. Draft pool. There's some decent names here, but I got a feeling there's probably a couple of better ones just because of these players. Only Jim Edmonds was really... Oh, god damn it. I really wish you could set these settings for everyone and not have to constantly reset them. It's very frustrating. I've never liked the star system. Give me my damn numbers. There you go. Now, Jim Edmonds in real life was a borderline Hall of Famer. And there's certainly worse players to add to a team. But we have to make sure that we have the best possible pick. So right now, we'll be picking second. The Marlins will get to pick before us, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I also can't do anything about it. So, now. Alright, Manny Ramirez is the best player in this draft. And imagining him playing in Coors Field is just... it makes me want to giggle. And while there's some other reasonably good players... oh, Chipper Jones. Is our scout just a dick? Or maybe our scout is just a dick. Or do we not even have a scout? No, we have a scout. He's just not that great. Okay. So if we go by OSA, we've got Chipper Jones as well, would be another excellent choice. Okay. I would probably pick Chipper over Ramirez. Or there's Carlos Delgado, who certainly isn't terrible. Well, you know what? Is this a funding thing? No, you've got plenty of money. Don't do that, please. Yeah, I don't know what your deal is, but I'm willing to ignore my scout and go for Chipper or Manny. So it's pretty much going to be whichever one Florida doesn't take is the one I'll take. If we get my choice, I'll probably take Chipper Jones just because of his position. Okay. So that part is out of the way. But we also have the option to sign some free agents. And I basically have lots and lots of money. But we're going to wait till after the draft. As much as I love to add, say, like a Greg Maddux, because pitching is going to be our biggest issue playing in Coors Field. I'm also not giving up a first-round draft pick. It's not worth it. So we'll figure something out. Okay. Let's go ahead and sim up to the first-year player draft, and then we'll go to the expansion draft. Ooh, Hall of Fame voting. No. Not many of the players here are really leaping out at me as these players must go into the Hall of Fame. Okay. I'm going to agree with Reggie Jackson and Jim Cott. I'll even vote Mickey Lolich. Phil Negro. I'm going to go Pete Rose. I think it would be difficult, and Tom Seaver. I think it would be nearly impossible to argue that Pete Rose doesn't deserve to get into the Hall of Fame, except for the whole gambling thing. And, you know, your opinion about that is your opinion. I don't really have much of an incentive to share mine right now. But, yeah, this is definitely a pretty solid class. Submit that ballot, lads. Okay, first year draft. Okay. Now, one of the things we have to accomplish at some point during this season is make our owner happy. He wants an upgrade at center field. So that's fine. Okay. Let's get drafting. Who's Colorado going to take? I wonder. They took Manny Ramirez. So you know what? No hesitation. Where'd you put him? I'm taking Chipper Jones. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that my guy is full of shit. That he's actually going to be really good. Yeah, Chipper Jones is going to be my pick. Technically, Chipper is his actual nickname. His first name is actually Larry. All right, next pick, please. Oh, this is merely a Pedro Martinez, not the Pedro Martinez. Okay. The other Pedro Martinez, if you will. All right. Danny Bautista is a decent outfielder who is otherwise unremarkable. Who does OSA think is left? You really like Rob Nen, who was admittedly quite a good pitcher. I'm going to take Mike Hampton. First of all, because he actually ended up on the Rockies in real life, but mostly because we're going to have a hard time getting pitchers because of Coors Field and the ridiculous effects therein. We can go back to Brian Long. Kirk Reuter. I can think of far worse choices. And then we get to a bunch of players who aren't likely to have a huge impact on the game. Good old Lance Painter and Graham Lloyd. What do we got left in terms of hitters? Look at batting potential. Who's got real good power? Who's got real good contact? See, that's our issue right here, because we don't have any good contact hitters left. Like if I just look at batters, right? Eric Helfland is pretty clearly the best choice for a given value of best. I'm just going to let my scouting director complete the rest of the draft. Because, guys, we're not going to be competitive this first year. We're just not. And then the expansion draft is coming. So let's immediately go ahead and negotiate with people. And you picked a couple of not great players. That's fine. But now that the draft is over, we can start sniffing around some of the players that might be available. After the expansion draft, though. And Chipper's already signed. Beautiful. Okay, Chipper. I'm going to, first of all, change you to third base. And second of all, I'm going to send you to short season, or no, you can say rookie ball, actually. But I am going to go ahead and shortlist you. Scott Lighty. You're a decent defensive outfielder with a bit of pop who needs to improve their contact. I'm going to send you to double A. A-ball, actually. And then we'll upgrade you quite quickly. Depending on your age. Right, expansion draft. I do get the first pick in the expansion draft, whatever that's worth. I could take a good old Milt Thompson, but his days have come and gone. Take Eddie Stankiewicz, Felix Fermin, Kevin Maas, Lloyd McClendon. Yeah, this is not very good. I'm going to take Milt Thompson just because we do need a center fielder. Are there any good pitchers available? It takes Felix Fermin, I guess. Remember, this first season is going to be shit pretty much no matter what we do. Who do you think we ought to take? You want me to take Dale Sveum? I mean, he plays a lot of positions badly. You know what? I really don't like my scouting director. I think he's full of it. I'm going to fire you. Because he just seems like he's just terrible at his job. I could get Gene Martin. We want someone who's really good at scouting amateurs, and then the minors after that. Yeah, we'll hire Gene Martin. You get a 1-year deal. I'll give you a 2-year deal. That's fine. Anyone else I want to desperately take in the expansion kit? I'm honestly... Normally we take quite a while to make some of these decisions. I actually don't mind taking Kevin Moss, actually. He's got so much raw power that in a place like Colorado, he could really thrive. Yeah, there's just not much I'm going to be able to do. I'll take Stan Belinda. Oh, and then I need to take another player, don't I? I don't have a second baseman yet. There's just so many bad choices here, right? I'm just gonna... this is gonna sound weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and let the AI draft the rest of my expansion draft. Just because... I don't think there's any exceptional players left. There's Mark Guthrie. He at least has high potential. Maybe Mel Rojas if he's still around. Yeah, I'll just take some high potential types. You want to take John Farrell? Why not? And then I'm just going to go ahead and let the AI do the rest of the expansion draft. I know it's not very exciting, but no thanks. Everyone that's designated for assignment, just instantly go to the 25-man roster. So I don't wish to alarm you, but we have a very bad team. We can make it slightly better. We could do a dive into free agency. I'm just going to immediately place you on the... Oh, I can't use it in the offseason. That's fine. There's honestly nobody here that I would desperately care if someone grabbed him. Let's check free agency. Now, Greg Maddux is still around. And we really are going to need an elite level pitcher. But there's also no way in hell that my owner is going to let me sign you yet. Let's check the Rule 5. Someone might take Howell. That's fine if they do. Took Carlos Martinez. That's not nice. I mean, Mike Flanagan's not great, but... But is he actually my player? I could just claim him. Like, I know he's not great, but we do just need someone who can just throw some innings. Let's go and take Mike Flanagan. And I lost a few people to the Rule 5. That's whatever. I don't really care. Because there's no power on Earth that's going to let us even make the playoffs this year. I'm just taking players that can fill the roster right now. Can Cochran hit at all? He can't. Okay. And then once the preseason starts, we might do some free agent searches. Mike Hampton accepted my offer, as I suspected he would, as did Kirk Ruder. And we lost Greg Blosser. I don't even know who this guy is. So, whatever, dude. You could play all the basketball you want to. Oh man, someone signed Greg Maddux. Damn it. I wanted Greg Maddux. Who got Greg Maddux? The Blue Jays. Damn. The problem is I don't have any money because my owner's a jerk. Once the preseason starts, I might have some chance to spend a bit of cash. But, I mean, this was going to be a bad team. Which is fine. We're not making the playoffs this year. We're going to be in this sell now mode. And that's whatever. There we go. Okay, now you've actually given me a free agent budget. About $3 million. Is there anyone here that we'd like to attempt to extend? There is not. No one here is super great. Chili Davis isn't bad. He's maybe a bit overpriced. But, I mean, what if we set you at center? You're actually not terrible. Alright, what do we got left in free agency? Okay. Jay Bell is actually not a terrible choice. He's a decent hitter, very good defensively, and our current shortstops aren't that great. And he's actually pretty cheap. And you don't want to be a member of the Rockies. Wade Boggs doesn't want to be a member of the Rockies. Thing is, we're meant to get a good center fielder. Why don't you want to be part of my team, my dude? Who the fuck is Cal Daniels? He's nobody. Bip, my boy. Excellent. You will be my starting center fielder. Bring in some Chuck Finley action. Eric King, Randy Milligan. Jay Bell, why don't you want to play for me? Probably because you know that I'm going to suck, which is, I guess, fair. Can I get Mark McLemore? I can. I could bring in Andres Galarraga like the real Rockies did. Sure. Bobby Witt, of course. Oh, no. I don't really want to spend that much money for some of these pitchers. I could bring in Danny Darwin. Remember, we're just filling spots right now. This is literally just, I have to have a certain number of players. Please join the roster. Excellent. And you'll all get to make the team in spring training, because I'm just that kind of guy. What's $1 million? My dude, you're not worth $1 million. You're just not. I am going to set you to center field. You'll be playing center field for me this year. Okay. Spring training, spring training, spring training, spring training. Who the hell are you? Okay. Meh. The thing we don't really have a lot of young talent. We don't have a lot of talent, period, I guess, is a fair claim to be making here. Can I get one more pitcher that doesn't suck, please? Not Danny Darwin, not Jimmy Key. Kevin Bass? Sure. But not what I'm looking for. Kirk McCaskill. Yes, you're exactly the kind of pitcher I want on my team. As in, you can potentially throw baseballs. That's the only requirement to pitch for the Rockies, really. Damn it, Toronto, you already took Greg Maddux from me. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on him, though. If he doesn't sign, he doesn't sign. There we go. That's a bit better. And then go ahead and set up my staff and my lineup. I'm listening, Matt. You would give me... yes, I think this is extremely fair. I'll see if I can get more out of you. How about Dwight Gooden? I'm sorry, that would have been hilarious, but that's fine. What do you got in terms of prospects? You would never give me Carlos Delgado, even if I asked for him, and I quite frankly wouldn't blame you. Can I get Todd Hundley off of you? What would I have to offer you? You won't do it. That's fine. Devin White? If I offered you Chili Davis, you'd give me Devin White. You're a lot of money. Pass. Who do you actually have that I might want to take? Not really anybody. You have two fairly good catchers. Would you give me one of them? No, you would not. I know you wouldn't give me Pete Shork, would you? No. I'm just going to make this deal. It just makes sense. Rudy's a better pitcher, and that shortstop guy is pretty trashed here. So, here. Enjoy your time on the spring training roster. Maybe you'll make the team, maybe you won't. I know, whereas we had O'Deeb and McDowell. 60 to ATL. Okay, you know what? I do not want you stopping the sim for stupid crap. Here. Don't stop me on a day-to-day injury. Especially not this season. Played Rudy Seons, or CNS. I can't remember how you're supposed to say his name. Yep, bunch of my players got worse. A couple of them got better, but most of you got worse. Which is to be expected. Kirk Reuter got a bit better. Mike Hampton got better. Excuse me, you are meant to be a starting pitcher, not a reliever. Please be a starting pitcher. Derek White got better. Nothing from old Chip, but maybe he'll get better. And we're just going to skip one more game to end spring training. Perfect. Now, who gets to make the roster? I'll tell you who doesn't get to make the roster. Oh, good. Oh no, his arm is so tired. I think we need to keep you healthy and put you on the 60-day deal. I think it's the only thing we can do. Atlee Hamaker is the drizzling shits. I would like to designate you for assignment. Ron Darling, you made the team. Congratulations. I'm sure your family is very proud. Pitchers do I have? I have 12. I don't really want to demote any other pitchers. So, Rudy, you made the team, and Mike Witt, you made the team. Congratulations to both. I don't need 4 catchers. Gedman and Walters can both go to the minors. Andres Galarraga is pretty clearly better than Kevin Moss. But I might keep him around as like a pinch hitter or something. Schaefer is just terrible. You have no redeeming features other than your overall suckiness. Mark McLemore made the team. Bip Roberts, who's still playing center, made the team. Kevin Bass, sure, you made the team. Chili made the team. So I got to demote 2 more people. Abner gets demoted. Fry gets demoted. Like Fry. Like Fry. Opening day. Oh no, please don't take superstar Jeff Shaper from me. Look, someday he might accidentally get a base hit. My friends, I will warn you in advance, it's probably going to be a bad season. Like, by every definition of the word bad. Hey, Chipper's number 3 prospect, done. Front office. Scouting. Please don't bother me. I will probably get a new scout here in the not too distant future, but I just wanted to give you a nice heads up. Alright, I suppose I should earn my money as GM and manager. Let's clear them all. Okay, starting with pitching. Through the time-honored position of being the only one who doesn't suck, Ron Darling is the ace. Followed by Kirk McCaskill. Followed by Mike Flanagan. Followed by Dave Johnson. And followed by John Farrell. Mike Witt is my long reliever and emergency starter. My closer, I guess, is Belinda. To the extent that any team needs a closer, you are it. Guthrie, you're going to be my anti-lefty specialist. Everyone else is just going to be a middle reliever. Except Mel Rojas, who seems to kind of know his job. He's going to get to be the setup guy. Not that I expect to get to many games of the lead, because to be quite frank, our pitching staff is pretty abominable. Sorry, but it's the truth, yo. Right. Good old Bip is going to lead off and play center. Andres Galarraga is going to hit third. Mark McLemore is going to hit second. We're going to get Chili as cleanup. He's going to play right field for us this year. Who's my left fielder? Kevin Bass? Kevin Bass. Could also be Kirk Moss, but or Kevin Moss, but he pretty much only plays first. So, Kirky, you're going to be playing left. And yes, you can borrow a feeling. So, for 3 more spots, I have pretty much just awful players. O'Brien at least can hit for some power, right? So he's slightly better than the other choices. Fermain's gonna bat 8th, and then someone has to play second, and I guess that person can be Dale Sveum. Oh, God. You're so terrible. Give me a depth chart, my good man. And let's just set it to that. And then I'm going to... Wait, Milt Thompson is a center fielder. I actually have too many center fielders. That's fine. Everything's fine. And then we'll go ahead and paste this in here. Nothing too exciting. I mean, the top of the lineup is reasonable, but a lot of any success we have this year is going to be based purely on our ridiculous home park. Look at these park factors. That's tasty. So good. Right. Let us begin our season. Oh no, not Alejandro Pena. Did we just win a game 27-1? Did that just happen? No, 27-8. Like, holy shit. 10 runs in the 5th inning. Wow. Damn. Okay. And we're going to lose Rudy for 4 weeks. That's unfortunate, but it can't be helped. I just need a random pitcher of some description. What do we got in free agency left? Here you go. Minor league deals for everybody. We'll just play a pitcher short for right now. Their deal is $0. If you just want to play for the Mets, just play for the Mets, dude. I don't even care. Oh, we did get the incomparable Mike Jeffcoat. So watch out, my dudes. Oh my God, why do you keep bothering me? I don't even care. Please stop. I really hate this team. I especially don't love how often people are getting hurt. dude. What fucking ever. We're just gonna play a man short for a bit. Oh my god, really? Hammaker, welcome back. I literally just need someone who can throw a baseball in the right direction. Alright, first month of the season. We've won more games than I frankly thought we would. Rookie leagues haven't started yet, which is fine. What do you want, Milt Thompson? You want to be traded. You know what? I agree with you. What can I get in a prospector regular if I traded the mighty Milt Thompson? Mostly pitchers. Isn't actually a bad thing right now. We are kind of low on pitching. Mike Timlin. I could see taking him. Let's do it. Because right now we're so bad off in pitching, I'd actually rather carry a 13th pitcher for a bit. No, we do need to get rid of a pitcher. That was stupid of me to say that. Let's get rid of Hammaker again. Poor guy. And then... Descenso? He does play a lot of positions. Doesn't play any of them well, but he plays them. Let's go ahead and put you in A-ball, Reuter. Okay, Rudy Cianez is ready to come back. Would Jeffcoat take a demotion? Probably not. Yeah. That's fine. You can go to AAA, Rudy. You can work on your pitching. Or Mel Rojas's arm could just explode, and you could get called right back up. No one will ever want Atlee Hammaker. Can I just trade him? Like, I cannot imagine very many circumstances where I would want him back on my team. These are people just trying to get rid of money. Let's remove regulars and just have prospects. Kerry Woodson. He's almost Kerry Wood, but not quite. I will happily accept Kent Bottenfield. There we go. And then you can go up to AA. Oh yeah, Bill Sampson is back. Go ahead and go on a rehab assignment for a bit. can also go on a rehab assignment. Some player development. Most of it in the wrong direction, it looks like. See, the problem is the players who need to improve the most are the ones who aren't playing yet because of rookie ball. We're actually surprisingly competent this season. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. Oh no, poor Mike Birkbeck. Really? Like, Mark McLemore is the kind of player who'd be useful to keep around. He gets on base. He plays reasonably good defense. I would not mind at all bringing you back. How much money would you like? You want to be paid quite handsomely. I think the answer to that question is going to be a big fat no. I love Andres Galarraga just being a monster, which I exactly predicted this year. I could trade him. I'm really tempted to turn on trading draft picks, except I know the AI just sucks at it. The AI is not smart enough to realize that it shouldn't trade draft picks. Odie McDowell is ready to come back. He's better than Descanso. I can waive him. Do we go ahead and flip Galarraga? Or do we give him a new deal? He actually wants less than McLemore, but he still wants to be quite reasonably paid. You might be more valuable being traded, though. Like, you're 32, right? So which means you're going to be in your late 30s by the time we're actually ready to compete on a high level. I'm probably better off waiting till the trade deadline and then trying to ship you off for somebody. Jeffcoat would like to come back. I'm not sure I want him back. Why would I want you back? Mike Witt can come back. He can be placed on a rehab assignment as well. All right, Bill Sampson. Do I want to keep you? You're better than Jeffcoat. Let's get rid of Gary Wayne. And then... I know, that's why I said waive and designate. And then Sampson can come back and he can be a middle reliever. Yep, everyone on this team sucks. Except for, weirdly, Ron Darling, who's apparently taking to the Colorado Air with surprising... yeah, he seems pretty cool with it. Yeah, he wants to get paid. He ain't getting paid from me, dudes. I'll trade you and Galarraga. I don't even care. Oh, poor Alejandro Pena. And I'm going to lose Gary Wayne, and I genuinely don't care. Okay. So, Galarraga. You are the heart and soul of this team, and perhaps its lone All-Star. Has the All-Star game happened already, or did I just miss it? No, it's on July 13th. Well, that's alright then. I want to see if Galarraga makes the All-Star team. If he does, great. If he doesn't, that's fine too. I'm just going to put you right back on the disabled list. You're out for the rest of the year, dude. But it just makes, at this point in our team's career, it would make more sense to trade Galarraga and Ron Darling rather than pay them the amount of money they're asking for. Yes, yes, good, good. Improve your trade value, my dears. All right. So I'm feeling pretty jazzy. I'm going to replace most of the coaching staff. None of these guys really impress me. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna make next episode the coach episode, and we're just gonna hire coaches left and right. We need to build a coaching staff that can help our players develop and compete in the future. Andres Galarraga could win a batting title. He's the second best hitter in the league, to be honest, by OPS. Hopefully he'll get a couple of votes in the hopefully he becomes an all-star just so that I can say I had one this year. There he is, my dudes. Andres, I love you. The question is, like, it just seems like would seem like such a stupid decision to not trade him. Is that fair, or am I being unfair to him? Like, the dude could hit 40 homers. I think it's the length of the deal. If I could get him to sign a 3-year extension, I would do it in a heartbeat. I think that's my cutoff. Because he could be like a corner piece of the team, bring in the numbers, and he's always going to hit better here than he would anywhere else. No. 3-year deal. If you take this deal, I will sign you to a new contract. Perfect. What, if anything, do I want? I mean, better pitching, obviously, but I'm never going to get, like, Tom Glavine. And to be frank, I'm not sure I want Tom Glavine. I've got Chile for a couple more years. And he's still a perfectly reasonable cornerstone. Why are you angry? Because the team is bad? Because the team is bad. Okay. You're getting on base, Bip. That's what I wanted from you. And you are the one who doesn't want to come back. Macklemore doesn't actually want that much money. You know what? You're being reasonable. And I like reasonable players. So we'll keep Macklemore and Galarraga and try to build around them. The rest of these guys I could take or leave. Bip. I will trade you because I don't want anyone who doesn't want to be here. I'm only going to look at prospects. That's all I care about right now. It's mostly relief pitchers is what you're offering me. Tim Laker. Hard pass. Tom Goodwin, hard pass. Billy Ashley would be an interesting player because I think his bat would play extremely well in Colorado. I could get Matt Stairs. Would you give me someone else? You'd probably give me Yorkies Perez if I asked for him. Could I get Henry Rodriguez too? Wow, so for Bip Roberts, he'll give me two players who are arguably as good or better. Can I get anything else out of you? Nah, I'm just going to take this. That was such an obvious trade. Billy Ashley, you can go on the 40-man, but I'm going to send you to AAA. Henry Rodriguez, you're going right to the majors. And then Chili's going to play center for us now. Macklemore leads off. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put the new guy here and bat him second. Okay, you're going to play right, Kevin. You're going to play left. Chili's going to play center. Generate depth chart, please and thank you. Copy and copy and paste and paste. What could I get for Ron Darling? Let's focus on no, actually, I'll take any player of any position, really. Okay, I could get a really good reliever, which is always nice to see. Could get an okay first baseman, but first base is kind of blocked at the moment. Again, relief pitching is very much available. If I just looked at batters, what are we talking about here? Bronya. Maybe. Tatum would be an interesting pick. He's a really good left fielder, and he's a pretty decent catcher. Yeah, Levis can't really catch. Eric Wedge can't hit. Could I get Wedge for less? I don't want to give up Ron Darling for him. Just because I think I could get him for less. Yeah, like a 34-year-old outfielder who can't hit. Complete trade. And then Wedge, I'm going to put you on the 40-man because I think I have to, right? Yeah. I'm going to immediately send you to AAA. Because if you can improve your contact even a little bit, you'd actually would be a relatively decent hitter. Fry will eventually get his day, but that day is not here just yet. But I think I will promote you next season. Okay, how are my dudes doing? Both doing reasonably well. I don't have any real emphasis to rush either of you, though. Got Macklemore and Galarraga to come back. And I love them both. I have no objections to keeping either of them. I'm not going to keep Darling. Is there any salaries I just want to dump? Just like, hey, fuckos, you cost me a lot of money and aren't very good. Hi, Kirk McCaskill. Yeah, y'all just don't even want to come back. It's fine. I could take a draft pick. I'm not even mad. Okay. This is good. And some of these guys, I'm just going to automatically just non-tender at the end of the season. There's not a lot here that I really feel obligated to keep. Because one of the cool things about being with the Rockies is that everyone's going to do really well offensively. Like Andres Galarraga's ridiculous MVP style season, which he doesn't really have in him. But he did this, by the way, he actually did the exact same thing with the real life Rockies too. You'll notice he had 40 homers 3 years in a row. That's why I think he's not a bad risk. Compared to some of the other players we got. Do I have to keep Mike Witt? I don't, do I? Will literally anybody give me anything for him? William Pennyfeather, I like your name, but you can't play center field very well. You know what? I will take a mediocre catcher. I'm still going to get a top 5 pick, and I might even get a top 2 pick. It really just depends. Chipper Jones is hitting fairly well. Charlie Fry's probably ready for the majors next year. Trade deadline. If I added Darling and McCaskill, I wonder what kind of offers I could get. There's only one way to find out, right? I'm going to give you a twofer. 2 old pitchers. All players. What do you got for me? Like an amazing, like a couple of amazing relievers. Tim Laker again. You are a really good relief pitcher. I don't think there's any disputing that. The question is whether that's better than 2 at least mediocre starting pitchers. And I kind of like the idea, actually. Let's do it. Do you have a young-ish starting pitcher I could take? Like a Dave Fleming, maybe. Randy Johnson. I'm just kidding. You would never give me Randy Johnson. But you might give me Dave Fleming. Damn it, you're only asking for players I kind of want. What if I eat 25% of their salaries? I'm trying to get you to not make me add another player. Like, this is not about me saving money this year. Oops. This is about me getting better next year and saving money next year. Okay. I have to eat their entire salaries, but I get a very young cost-controlled pitcher for the foreseeable future, which is the kind of deal I have to make. Would you throw in Randy Johnson just for the lulz? No. Okay. I had to try. Can I still get Manzanillo? Not worth it. I will take this deal. And I will go ahead and add Heaton too. This was about acquiring Fleming. Any players I might want to consider trading? Not really. Okay, what do we got? I'm going to keep you in the AAA this whole season, but I'm probably going to promote you in the near future. If you could play the field even a little bit, I could see you having a reasonably long career with me. Your problem is that you can't, though. That's the issue, right? Andres fucking Galarraga. And Henry Rodriguez. Nice. Damn it, Florida, how dare you be better at sucking than me? You know what, bench coach? I want to see how you can manage a team. Build my lineup, please. I don't like hitting Kevin Bass second, but I guess it's better than some answers. Now, I am placing a fairly large bet that Chipper Jones is going to develop into one of the best third basemen in Major League history. Like the real one. And I don't know that that's going to be the case. Up, see you later, Mikey. But I mean, really, there was only one sure thing in that draft, or two sure things in that draft. One was Manny Ramirez. And I thought there was also a very, very high chance that we'd get a really great career out of Chipper Jones. And he still could get there. Just because he's not developing quickly doesn't mean he won't develop. And let's be perfectly honest, right? If this is all we got out of him, he'd still be a pretty fine player. And OSA still thinks the world of him. OSA thinks his potential is nearly limitless. And our scout very heavily focuses on how good he is right now. Because he's an ability scout, not a tool scout. I'm going to let him finish the year in rookie ball, but he's definitely going to get promoted. Probably Mike Hampton, too. Let us proceed, dear friends. All right, roster expansion. Great, don't care. All right. So, where's Fry? Oh, he's injured. Okay. Are you already on the 40-man? Mr. Fry, you are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call you up. Sorry, call you up. Abner, Walders, Wedge. Anyone who's basically on the 40-man is getting called up. I think Marlins are going to beat us. I think they're going to be the worst team. Chili, you can come back. Welcome back. Regular season end. Up. We're going on a late season run of suckitude. Henry Rodriguez was a nice little pickup for us. We have some slackers and selfish players on the team. Who? Galarraga, I don't care about. Those we can get rid of. But yeah, I'm not getting rid of Galarraga. You guys are mad because you're losing, and you guys are mad because certain players suck donkey balls. Which is fair. And we can just get rid of some of them. Beautiful. I think we got the #1 overall pick. Did we? Did we? We did. That's a great... That's very unclutch of you, team. I approve. I very much approve. And we'll just send to the end of the playoffs. I don't care who retires. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the next episode. Yeah, Seattle won a World Series. Congratulations. Andres Galarraga did lead the league in RBI. It's a junk stat that doesn't matter, but it's something. Chipper Jones won the MVP award in rookie ball. And Reuter and Leidy both got things there. So let's go ahead and finish our season by promoting Chipper Jones to single A, or San Bernardino. I think you've earned a promotion to double A. Good old Kirk. He is generally happy. He still wants an upgraded center. Mission, I understand that. Burbeck, Flanagan, and Griffin all retired, and then we're going to be replacing most of our coaching staff, which is totally fine. But that'll be a topic for next episode. This was a bad season, but it was meant to be a bad season, right? We weren't meant to have a tremendous amount of success. If we look at our stats here, first of all, high Andres Galarraga. Second, high Mark McLemore. Two very capable players. Henry Rodriguez was an addition at the late end of the season. Did very, very nicely. He's going to be a piece of this team. And then the rest of the team was mostly garbage. Fry didn't play very long, so I'm not gonna punish him for that. There's a lot of room to grow, but at least we have 4 position players that are worthy major league starters. We're farther along than I thought we would be. In terms of our hitting, in terms of our pitching, well, yeah. We're going to have to get used to paying a premium to bring pitchers to Colorado. But at the end of the day, we did better than I thought we would in terms of offense. And then may just have to be what we end up doing. We just have to just basically punt on pitching and hope that we can just club other teams into submission. Colorado finished 1 homer short of 40, which, you know, we definitely tripled his previous year's home run. Oh no, sorry, we tripled his past year's home run production. He set a career high in homers, led the league in hits, and led the league in RBI. I think this was about as good a start to our career as we could get. Now what we need to do is hope that some of our players develop. Chipper Jones is going to be a big part of that. Which reminds me, hey, scouting director, you suck, dude. You gone. Hey, team trainer, you kept getting people injured. You gone. Yep, this is what we get to look forward to next season. Until then, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.